What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another very important AMC update to bring all of you this afternoon. So what we're going to be covering in this update is a brief analysis on where we are at with the current short interest and utilization for AMC. We are seeing an interesting dynamic going on right now with the market for borrowable or lendable shares for AMC. And this, in my opinion, is going to impact the utilization going forward. Now, with the price action that we've seen on AMC over the last couple of days, I do believe that the shorts are really getting tempted to either, one, add to their short position in a significant amount to either continue this trend down or potentially get out of their short positions in an orderly fashion in order to basically not take as large losses as they would have previously. Now, we're also going to be going over a brief option chain analysis, but with the way that AMC is going right now, we would most likely be seeing a reverse gamma squeeze rather than a gamma squeeze to the upside. Now, we're going to be going over a very important concept that I want people to fully understand. Now, this is going to be what will happen to AMC if the event that we have projected to happen in Q4 ends up happening, a market crash, correction, financial crisis, whatever you want to call it. What would happen to AMC and the short squeeze prospects? We're going to be going over that in full so everybody fully understands what I am projecting to happen. Now, what we have to also say about this is that nobody really knows what would happen to AMC in the time of a major market correction. We've never seen an event like this happen before, so we really are going into uncharted territory. Now, we also have a lot of very important developments on what is happening over in China with Evergrande and what we have going on right now in the United States with the potential government shutdown and the debt ceiling crisis. Now, what's going on with the debt ceiling right now is it looks like our government is going to kick the can and everything is going to be fine. And we're going to go over exactly what we are looking at there. We are seeing the reaction right now from AMC, and I do apologize for my recording of this video pretty early. I do have a bunch of classes that I have to go to later today, so I wasn't able to make this video later. So before we get into all of that information, if you enjoyed the information and analysis that I provide for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So again, today, we are seeing a big red day for AMC. At the current time that I'm recording, we are trading at $38.70. Now, coming over to Ortex right here, let's do a little bit of a refresh. We can see that the borrowed shares for AMC today, 1.52 million, and the return shares at the current time is only about 465,000, meaning that there was a net borrow of shares on AMC today of about 1 million shares, meaning that a lot of shares are going out on loan, but we don't necessarily know if those shares are being sold into the open market yet. We have the short interest at 18.82%, and the utilization still above 90%, 90.98, and I would expect this number to continuously increase, and we need that number to go up to that 95, 98, or even 100% range in order to put a lot of pressure on these institutions. Now, when we move over to Stonko Tracker to take a look at where the option chain is at for this week and the next time we see a lot of gamma squeeze potential, well, for this week, we only have 6,438 calls in the money with 47,754 puts in the money. So just by looking at the option chain right now, we would see the market makers adding fuel to the fire on a downside move, because the way to hedge these put contracts is you either buy offsetting puts or you go out and directly short the stock. That is what the market makers do to maintain that directionally neutral status. Now, the next time right now we see a giant gamma squeeze potential is January. So January 2021, we can see right here 134,000 contracts in the money with 208,000 contracts out of the money. Now, the last time we talked about this January date for where the option chain is looking really strong for another gamma squeeze, a lot of people got really worried and freaked out that we were going to have to wait until January. And what I would say to that is a lot of people have been in this since last January, last March, June. A lot of people are fully willing to wait until this situation plays out. And this comes down to the fact that nobody knows when this is going to happen. The only thing that we can really do right now is keep holding our position, buy more if you can and if you would like to, and wait until it plays out. But again, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. You can do whatever you want with your money. And when we think about what has happened with the previous September monthly options expiration date, if you guys were listening to any of me and TMI's conversations in August on his live streams, I personally didn't really think that September was going to lead up to a significant amount of gamma squeeze potential. But as people started buying more contracts, it added to the open interest, added to the volume, and we did see a significant gamma squeeze potential, and then we saw that massive run-up. So for October, November, and December, it is entirely possible that we see a lot of people start gambling on options again, hoping that the price movement is going to go up and they make a bunch of money on those options. So again, do whatever you want with your money. I don't care. It is your money and you can spend it how you like. Now let's get into this conversation about what would happen with AMC when the overall market would start to sell off. So we have to think about this very, very logically. I know a lot of people bring up the concept of negative beta, but that is really a backward-looking metric and just shows what the stock has done in the past. The beta on the 1 year time frame for AMC, right now, I have seen it be negative, meaning if the market goes up, AMC should go down. If the market goes down, AMC should go up. But it is not the end-all be-all factor of what we would be seeing. And what we have seen this week with the overall market selling off, AMC has sold off with it. So here is what we need to keep in mind. So we know that there is a lot of short interest in AMC, and a lot of these institutions want to continuously push it down because they've over-leveraged themselves on these shorts. So if the overall market starts to sell off, I do believe that AMC would see a significant decrease in the price. But what happens next is really, really important and something that we don't really know. And we're really talking about theory right here, a little bit of speculation, but follow along and see what you think and comment down below what you think about what we have to say next. So we know that AMC has had that significant run-up in June. When we see right here, we saw the big run-up, and obviously a lot of shorts were either coming in, entering new short positions, or averaging down on their existing short positions. Now, we could have seen a lot of shorts add to their position right here in the $50, $60, $70 range, and now we are at $39 a share. If the shorts in the overall market pushes AMC down even lower, they are most likely going to add to their short position and push down the price. But what this does is it adds to the short interest, it adds to the amount of shares that they're going to need to cover when this sets off, and the price is going to be a lot more attractive for them to start covering their position. So what's possible is that you have to think about that a lot of the market right now is traded on algorithms. It'll either have a buy indicator or a sell indicator. So if AMC gets pushed down enough with the shorts and the overall market conditions, it's entirely possible that after that initial significant move down, that is where they start to cover their shorts. But that does not really change the height of how this squeeze can go, the height of how high AMC can go when all of these shorts start to cover their position, because what they have done is they've added to their shorts. There's that little spread between where the price is now and where it would go if we were to see that overall market sell-off, and they would just have to put even more buying pressure into the stock, which would make the squeeze, in my opinion, even more aggressive. But again, we don't even know if the market is going to sell off. The wild card is going to be policy. What is the Fed going to be able to do in order to kick this situation down the road with the debt ceiling, inflation, and the government spending? Or what is going to happen with Evergrande? We don't necessarily know. But when we take a look at what has come out today, we can see House Democrats unveil stopgap measure to avert shutdown and suspend the debt limit. This is something that I've suspected that is coming. They are not going to default on their debt. So we can see here the 94-page bill known as a continuing resolution maintains current federal funding levels through December 3rd and includes a suspension of the debt limit through December 2022. If passed by the House and Senate, lawmakers would avoid two fiscal crises they are facing in the coming weeks: a partial government shutdown and defaulting on the nation's debt, which the Biden administration have warned would have catastrophic economic consequences. That is why we have been talking about this so much, because these situations are very important. But what you have to think about is that the Democrats right now control both the House and the Senate. If they want to pass this bill, they can. It is up to them at the current time. They are not going to really get any help from the Republicans, because Mitch McConnell has really come out and said that they don't really want this to happen. They are going to basically let the Democrats figure it out. And if they are able to pass this bill, I do believe that we would see a major market rip. So we don't know what's going to happen. This is going to get very interesting over the next couple of weeks. So I hope you guys are excited. So that is going to wrap up this update on AMC. If you enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.